All right, so the wind was a little bit too tough out there for me to be talking because the camera that I used doesn't have a wind jammer option, so I can't get a wind jammer for it. So the wind was just way too strong out there. But what I wanted to say was that fuck, are you know, seriously? Okay. So the wind was too strong out there for me to do any talking. You wouldn't have been able to hear me. But the message of this sprinting video, or the message that went with the sprinting video, is I was inspired to say something from a woman who left me a message in a comment on one of my videos that said, you know, where do I get the will from? Where do I get the willpower from? Trust me, man, I didn't have it, you know, until my mom got sick. That was that. You know, I don't want to say that I had will power to a decent degree, but not with my diet, not with my nutrition, not with. I had no discipline, and I didn't want any discipline for the longest. All I wanted to do was eat, get bigger, get stronger, and put up the best totals that I could in my powerlifting meets. But it came a point where you have to elevate your game, and you have to realize that being bigger and fatter doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get stronger. No matter how hard you train, there's a threshold, and you have to train consistently. So, I mean, strength takes a long time to develop. Now, even if you're taking steroids, strength still will take a long time to develop. Not as long as if you're naturally training, but that real strength that men and women are looking for, you just got to spend time under the barbell. You just have to spend time doing the training. But where my will comes from is from engagement in the process of being more fit for the platform, meaning cardiovascularly fit. Now, what does it mean to be fit? They're fit to do the job. Okay, meaning they can do the job. So that means if you're trained, you're fit to do the job. Maybe, right? Are you paying attention in training? Well, your physical fitness. What are you fit for? What do you want to be fit to do? Let's look at what fitness is, right? Not in a general sense, but what exactly is fitness? Now, for me, fitness for me means that I am fit for lift number 3, 6, and 9. I don't want to be breathless. I don't want to be fatigued. When my adrenaline kicks in, I don't want any fatigue to mess with my adrenaline, with my mindset. The last meet, for my 9th lift, I was ready to go, and then some. There was no fatigue. I was not tired at all. So the sprinting that I did last year paid off for the 9th lift. I reached that level of success. Now, I want to be fit, super fit, for lift number 3, lift number 6, lift number 9. The third lift in the meet is the 3rd squat. The 6th lift in the meet is the 3rd bench attempt. The 9th lift in a meet is the 3rd deadlift attempt. All throughout those 9 lifts, I don't want any fatigue. when I'm done with the powerlifting meet, I want to walk out of there like I never even did one. That's a tall order. But you know what that means? That means that I have to get even more fit cardiovascularly. I have to try and push even harder when I sprint. I have to incorporate new things. Now, that's where willpower comes in. Or the appearance of having lots of willpower. What you see when you see people who have willpower is what you see is they're engaged in what they're doing. I walk, I ride my bike, I sprint, I lift, I follow a program, I rest. I'm pretty much a loner. I keep stressful people away from me. I keep stressful situations away from me to the best of my ability. I live minimalistically. I'm a brass tacks type of individual now. There's great benefit in that. There's great solace in meditation. And it's easier to focus when you eliminate lots of just unnecessary crap from your life. And it absolutely benefits someone when one of their life missions is to be the best powerlifter they can be. So that's where my willpower comes in. It's because I have irons in all these different fires. I protect all these different irons that are in the fire. So that way, some things just don't compute to me anymore like they used to. Like going out and eating a whole pizza and then going to train. Well, okay, you definitely got all the energy you need for training, but what are you going to do with all the extra energy that you just consumed that you're not going to use for 48 to 72 hours? What's going to happen is all that bread's going to turn into fat. And since you, Larry, are not a fat-burning nuclear phenom, guess what? That pizza's just going to make you fatter. You got to realize that about yourself. Hey, if you're not built for it, stop doing it. You guys see what I eat? It's a 1,533 calorie meal once a day with very low carbs, higher fat, and super low protein, and I'm still making gains. See, all these things don't compute to what people are telling me out there that I need to eat 5,000 calories. That 80% of my meals need to come from protein. Or that I need to eat a bucket of carbs every day, a bushel of apples a week. That makes no sense. Right? There's the philosophy, there's the ideas, and then there's the reality. The reality is I don't need much protein. I don't need that many carbs. And I don't need that much fat. Now, what does that say for someone who's not going and busting their butt in the gym 3 to 4 times a week lifting weights? It means you may need very much less than what you think you need. So how do you get through that? How do you develop the willpower? Put irons in the fire. Engage in many aspects of your fitness. Decide what it is that you want to do. Get your vision together and go attack. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I got to go. Talk to you later. Bye.